Sleek, sexy step through. This is the Urban Glide from Vanpowers. It's next on the channel. Okay, you bikers, here's the Vanpowers Urban Glide. This is the Pro model. It actually has 3 flavors on the vanpowers.com website. The standard is $12.99. It comes with a cadence sensor and mechanical disc brakes. The Pro is $18.99, has hydraulic brakes. It's got a torque sensor in there. And the Ultra, $24.99, which is a mid-drive e-bike version of this. So if you want to go for the ultimate natural feeling, natural bike pedaling feel, then check out the mid-drive as the offering there. So this is a 14 amp hour battery. I think it's 14.4 here in the down tube. It's totally integrated. You can't see it basically at all. It's color blended into the frame there. We're rocking a 500 watt motor back here. There's a nice rear rack with some tail light action going. I assume it's a brake light. We've got, 180 millimeter rotors down here on these hydraulic disc brakes. Really nice package. They are, I'm not sure what brand they are. Let's take a look at the caliper. The levers up here. Unbranded, but very nice levers. Very easy to press with a couple of fingers. No issues there. Interesting light in the front there. I'll show a night shot at some point. A square light. The cable management. So this bike came to me. I had to plug in like 6 different things, and so that's why it looks like that. There's just no. There was no thought into what that might look like from the assembling. So I probably could clean that up a bit, but we'll have to get there at some point. And they got these sleek road tires on here. They're 27-inch by, I'd say 2-inch, with a nice street tread there. And this is the large model too. It comes in 2 sizes. You can see the L there. Really a long frame here. I'm 6 foot. Fits me pretty well. That down tube must be like 3 feet long. It's just massive. Massively long, I should say. So step-throughs are really becoming popular out there with riders and older riders, women, etc. So it's a really nice package. Let's see what else it has. When it comes to suspension, they throw in a suspension C-post right here with 30 millimeter travel. So that's a really nice touch from Vanpowers. And the front's up here. The front suspension is 80 millimeters of travel on that front fork. Very nice fork. As I mentioned, there's a torque sensor on this e-bike for natural riding experience. It's a brushless hub motor back there. And the weight of this e-bike is about 70 pounds, it says on the website. The standard version is about 68 pounds. Not sure what the difference is there. But also the stem of the handlebars right here is adjustable. So that's a 90 millimeter angle you can set on those handlebars. So you can bring them up towards you if you need to pretty easily, just with a little, I think it's a 4 millimeter hex wrench to get those handlebars upright more. I think every e-bike should just come with adjustable handlebars like that to help the rider fit better. Here's a look at the handlebar setup. Really nice setup. Ergonomic grips. We have a 8-speed micro shift paddle shifter right here. Got a bell. Here's your levers. Very easy. Just with one finger you can stop this e-bike. Come back to this blade in a second. Thumb throttle on the left. Your levers, and then here's your control pad. Power, plus, minus, and no other buttons on the control pad there. Here's a look at that. A really nice display screen. You got your PS levels on the right. You've got trip, odometer, battery percentage, and bars. And this tracks your speed as you go up and down. Not sure what other modes it has. It's average, max. We've got time, calories, and that's about it. Here's a look at the back of the bike. We have a Micro Shift 26 derailleur back there, very nice. A nice clean freewheel and a nice silver chain there to round out the bike. And the seat's pretty comfortable. As again I mentioned, it has that suspension in there. It's kind of reminds me of a Zoom seat post. You know, it's not that bouncy, but you do feel it. And it's better than nothing. So there you go. Couple other notes. The bike comes with a 4 amp charger. Gotta love that for this 14.4 amp hour battery. This is a wake up button right here. So when I first got the bike, I tried to turn it on. Did not come on, so I pressed the button here. That wakes up the batteries from sleep mode, and the power went on. So just keep that in mind. May have to do that. IPX5 is the water resistance rating on this thing. Let's get on the road and see what else it can do. All right, here's a look at that rear tail light on this e-bike, and it blinks when you press the brake lights. I love that feature. And I wish all e-bikes kind of came that way. Here's a look at the front headlight. It's a square headlight, very small. It's not going to give you huge coverage, I don't think. So here's a kind of another look in the evening in my garage there. So just keep in mind you may need some other lighting if you're going to ride this at night. Alright guys, we're on the Vanpowers Urban Glide. Very comfortable step through from the company. This is the Pro version. There's the one in the middle. Standard is cheaper and has cheaper parts. This one has hydraulic brakes. Among other cool things, torque sensor. Let's do some PS levels. Should be a Class 2 e-bike. So right now we're doing 11 miles an hour in PS1. Verified by GPS. They match pretty good. PS2. We've got 12 miles an hour. PS3. Feel a little more power there. 13. PS4. We're at 14, PS5, 15. So I'm barely pedaling, 16 miles an hour now. Barely pedaling. Now if I start to really push my legs, here we go, there's 20, and the motor cuts out there. But very nice screen. It's a little glary, but overall, I like how it looks. I like how it's horizontal like that. And just nice, clean display there. Let's do a throttle-only test here. These brakes are terrific. The levers they feel like sticks here. You just basically grab them and they do their job. Thumb throttle works from standstill. So I would compare this bike to the Denago city commuter e-bikes that I had on last year. Just a lot of high quality parts here and very similar, frame style and layout. I got my thumb pressed on the throttle, drew 19. Not sure if these bikes are unlockable or not. let's go try our hill test. And also, this bike's very stable too. No hands. Very stable, despite skinny tires. You can see the screen light up there as I go faster. Kind of wish this went 28, to be honest with you. I wish all bikes went to 28. Those brakes again. Nice stop. They grip the road, man. Very grippy. This thing is very agile. You can feel that seat post just depress a bit as I shift my weight. Alright, here's our designated hill test. Just the throttle only up this first part. Nice pickup off the line there. 11 and climbing. 11, up 10. Very quiet motor, guys. You can barely hear that thing. I hear more just the freewheel going than I do a motor. Now I kind of hear it a little bit. Doing 15 miles an hour, gaining speed here. Yeah, one of the quieter motors I've had so far, for sure. All right, I'm gonna start pedaling here. I'm in like 4th gear or something, 3rd gear. I don't think I even need that much. All right, 11 miles an hour. Here's where it gets steep. 10. If it goes below 9, I might be surprised. There's 9. Come on, keep at 9. Yes, I think we're gonna do it. No less than 9 miles an hour up the hill, and pretty good. We can try the really steep hill if you want. Let's go do that. I'm gonna do throttle only up this 12% grade this thing is. We'll get a running start here, just in case. There we go. Hey, really steep. 11, 10, 9, 7. It's gonna do it, I think. 6. 5 miles an hour. We're gonna do it. That was pretty impressive from a 500 watt. Not bad. Didn't struggle at all. All right, kudos Vanpower. Good job on the torque there in the motor. A little scarier going downhill on this one. All right, time for the downhill coast. The pedals on this are pretty low. My heel has scraped the road a couple times already. Shift. So the little lever is shifting up, big one's going down. Okay, here's our downhill coast. Keep an eye on the speedometer. We're gonna hit like between 30 and 35 miles an hour. No pedaling, no motor. There's 30 already. $34, nice. Here we go, could be at 35. How about 36? Yes, there's 36. Hit those brakes. All right, we get 36 miles an hour on that one. Okay, so they give you a really thick manual with lots of information in here, and there is stuff in here about getting into the settings, so we're going to try that now. You're going to hold down the plus and minus buttons to get into the display. This looks like the Kepler's display unit, backlight, system info. Let's try that. No. That's all we can do. Display unit, miles, backlit brightness, auto light, auto power off, set time, clear trip, back. So I guess it can't be unlocked, but there's the Urban Glide. Really nice step through, guys. I mean, there's no shortage of, like, step throughs on the market. I mean, I kind of wish this came in a step over version. A nice angle right there would be even better. So what do I don't like about the bike? Well, I don't like that it only goes 20 miles an hour. I think these bikes should go at least 25 when they come to you out of the box, or at least let you change from a class 2 to a class 3 if you want to do that. It's a pretty long bike. That's a pretty long down tube there. Tires are 27 by 2.2. I did change that. The cable management, having to plug everything myself was, I had to take my time. There's like a red cable, a blue cable, a yellow cable. There's only one blue, one yellow, and a green. Then there are like 3 or 4 red cables. So I had to kind of guess as far as which ones go where. There is a picture in the manual how to do it, but it doesn't show all the wires you got to put in there. And now I have just a rat's nest up here. This looks ugly. I think Vanpowers likes to save money on not putting displays on their e-bikes when they ship to basically prevent cracking or anything. That's great, but it's an extra step I had to do to get this bike together. Other than that, it's a comfortable bike. It's a good quality e-bike. Vanpowers does make pretty good quality from what I've seen so far. I had that City Vanture in the house back in early spring. That very stealthy e-bike. This is just a nice upgrade to that. Again, it comes in a mid-drive model as well if you want one of those. $24.99. Just a nice cockpit setup. Reminds me a lot of the Donagos as far as that goes. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing bad about this bike other than the speed and that cable management up there. So I'll throw a link in the description and check it out if you want to purchase one, help out the channel. And we'll see you on the next crisscross. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.